Hi everyone, this is Luke from Guide to Match Betting, and today we're going to be talking about gubbing. Now, what does gubbed or gubbing mean? And more importantly, how do you stop being gubbed by the bookmakers? Well, in this video, I'm going to be teaching you the exact 4 reasons that bookmakers will gub your accounts. I'm also going to be teaching you my 5 best secrets for mug betting to help keep your accounts in better shape. And because I'm a nice guy, I'm probably going to throw in a bonus tip as well. So there's lots of information that you're going to get out of this video. But first, what is gubbing? Okay, what you will see on screen now is an email that you will receive from a bookmaker if you've been gubbed. Now, what this email says is, after a careful review by our trading team, we've decided your account will no longer be eligible for future promotions. This means you will no longer receive bonuses, free bets, yada yada yada. It's a final decision, it won't be changed. And this is being gubbed. Essentially, the bookmaker has said you've had too many free bets from us. Now, is this the end of the world? No, it's not. But it is something we'd like to avoid. Before we can talk about avoiding them, I'm going to tell you the 4 reasons that your accounts are being gubbed. Number 1, you only bet on offers. So once you've done the sign-up offer, you move on to the reloads and you just go in all guns blazing trying to win more. Reason number 2, your qualifying bets and your free bet patterns are obvious. You're betting on low odds for your qualifying bets and high odds for your free bets all the time, rinse and repeat. Number 3, you take too much value. You're going with close matches, or you're arbing the bookmaker and you're just not giving them chance to make profit themselves. And reason number 4 is you win too much. Some bookmakers, particularly smaller bookmakers, simply can't handle winning bettors and they will restrict you, particularly on the horse racing. So now you know the reasons why you're being gubbed, we're going to talk about how you can avoid being gubbed. And we do this with something called mug betting. It's called mug betting because people say gambling is for mugs. And what you're doing is you're making yourself look like a gambler. With mug betting, we make our accounts look like we're genuine punters. Now, match bettors know they need to mug bet, but the biggest mistake most make is laziness. Mug betting is hard to get right. And in this video, I'm not going to tell you not to bet on teams that you've never even heard of, because that's just obvious. So here are my top 5 secrets for mug betting success. So my first tip is to take poor value matches and avoid ARBs altogether. Now, you'll typically find ARBs within the odds matcher that you use for match betting, and these are the odds that are highlighted in red on screen now. Essentially, this is when the odds are higher at the bookmaker than they are in the exchange, and you can lock in a guaranteed profit. My advice to you is to avoid ARBs altogether, and to avoid exact matches as well when you're mug betting. Use your mug bets to give some value back to the bookmaker. If you're losing £2 or £3 or £4 on your mug bets, you can place less of them. You're giving your value back to the bookmaker, you're making your account look healthier, and it'll save you time overall. Tip number 2 is to overbet and underbet your selections. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, free bets usually work in 2 stages. You bet X and you get Y. So you could bet £10, get £20 free bet. Overbet your selection. So if you only need to bet £10, bet more than you need to. Bet £20, bet £30. You're only going to lose a small amount of money when you lay them off anyway. So just bet more than you need to. Now, some other offers, they're going to offer you up to £50 or £100 if one team lets you down in your accumulator. You don't need to go for the full amount every time. With this instance, we would underbet. We would bet less than we need to. You don't need to go betting £100 on accumulators just because you could get a £100 free bet. This just isn't sensible. Tip number 3 is to place accumulators or multiple bets. Essentially, these are bets where they're doubles or they're trebles or they're fourfolds, and they're ones that don't typically qualify for ACCA insurance. Newsflash, you can lay off your accumulators. Now, this isn't one for complete beginners, but once you start to get a little bit more experience, you will be looking at accumulators, I can guarantee you. Tip number 4, and now this is where we start to really look like a mug. Do challenge bets. £20 to £1,000 challenges, or £10 to £1,000 or whatever, they're extremely popular with regular punters and gamblers. Challenges are an absolute dream for the bookmakers. They keep you engaged with their site over and over because you're placing one bet at a time, waiting for it to win, watching it on their site, and typically they're poor value over time. This means bookmakers make good margins off it, and a lot of the markets can't actually be laid off by yourself. But if you really wanted to, you could Dutch them with other bookmakers. This means if you bet over 2.5 on one site, you could bet under 2.5 on another, for example. Now, whether you wanted to try and lay off your bets or Dutch them or just gamble is down to you and your bankroll and how you can handle variance. Gambling is an option you could go for. I've got a screenshot on the video now of a successful £20 to £1,000 challenge that I did in the past. So you can win a good amount of profit. There's over £1,200 profit in that. You're going to lose them as well a lot of the time. In fact, I'd probably say you're going to lose more often than you win, and lifetime you will be down from these. But they're a bit of fun and they keep your accounts in great shape as well. Now, tip number 5 is slightly similar to the last one. Actually gamble. Now, gambling must be done in strict moderation, and this can quickly get out of control. So you must be disciplined and you must give yourself a set amount per bookmaker, or perhaps overall, that you're prepared to lose each month. Now, you don't have to lose it. Just give yourself an amount you're prepared to lose. Now remember, the best way to look like a mug better is to be a mug better. These request a bet type things that are on Sky and William Hill and other similar bookmakers are all the rage at the moment. They're so unlikely to occur and the odds are terrible value. But they make the game a bit more enjoyable to watch. Another thing you could try with gambling is to follow tipsters. Now, tipsters typically have thousands of followers, and this means that hundreds or even thousands again people will jump on the same bet at the same time. Now, this helps you look like a regular punter because you're following gambling tips. You might think that a load of people jumping on the same bet at the same time might look suspicious, but the bookies know that even if the tipsters deny it, the majority of them aren't profitable over a long period of time. Now, I said I might include a bonus tip. I'm feeling generous, so I'm going to give it to you now. This is a mindset tip. Think like the bookmaker. If you're placing a mug bet and you ask yourself, would this bet look suspicious to a trader that's reviewing my account at the bookmaker? Chances are, if you need to ask that question, it probably would be suspicious. Remember, think like the bookmaker. If you're placing £50 free bets at high odds, are you really going to be placing 50p mug ACCAS that return £10 or £5? Or should you really be betting on Azerbaijan under 19 women just because they're the closest match on the odds matcher? Be smart and think like the bookie. Now let's have a quick gubbing summary. Don't take too much value, don't arb, and don't take the piss, basically. And we'll go over mug betting as well. Be smart, be generous, give value to the bookmaker wherever possible. Has this video helped you? Then please hit like, because we're a new channel. We need to know if we're helping you out. If you're thirsty for more, make sure you hit subscribe. We're going to be doing loads of videos for you. And if you've still got questions, pop them in the comments below and I'll be sure to answer them as quickly as I can.